1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. Mic check, mic check. 6:28 here until tip off on the CIU Sports Network. Check, check, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3.
Just go ahead and turn you down for now.
On the second Saturday afternoon in February, we welcome you into the Moore Fitness Center for NAIA basketball. Milligan University and Columbia International, its Appalachian Athletic Conference showdown with just 3 games remaining in the regular season. Hello everyone, Cade Crenshaw and Jeff McElwain here with you live from Columbia as we get ready for what should be a very entertaining game set to tip off there in the center circle for the Rams. Elijah Spalding for Milligan, I should say, is Matt Cole. And the Rams will get things started here as Brandon Doss will cross center court. A quick few handoffs there, and now Oates works it right side, dishes it back to Doss on the right wing. He's going to be defended there in a man-to-man zone here. Benton now working left side. He's going to be defended by McClure. Kicks it right side. McKinney, an excellent three-point shorter, looked at it. Benton pulls up from three-point range. That rattles out. McKinney's there for the offensive board. Puts a second shot up, but he's under the basket, so it falls short. But after the ball was poked loose, Oates tried for a second chance opportunity and couldn't connect. Milligan now on the other end. McClure working left side. He's going to dish off there to Hensley. Now top of the key is Josh Thomas. Left side, Cole working on Benton. 19:09 left here in the first half. In a scoreless affair, Thomas working on Benton, spins into the paint, stripped away by McKinney, and it'll be Rams basketball. 1 minute gone by in this contest. Spalding pulls up from 3 on the left wing, the big man from outside, off the back iron. Falkenberry was there for the board. And Jeff, the one thing you will see absent from Milligan here early on is the absence of their superstar and graduate forward David Tripp. Coming into this game, Tripp averaging well over 20 points a game here in AAC play. He's out today with an ankle injury. We'll see how big of an impact that has on this Milligan team.
Yeah, let's see how they can bounce back without their leading scorer. This is a well-coached team, so you know they're going to give their best effort here today.
Benton, a three-pointer from the left wing, leaves that one short. A 2-0 ball game here. Milligan leading. Jump shot there off the front iron from McClure. Oates spins into the lane. It's rejected off the backboard by Matt Cole. What a block there. But a steal on the other end for McKinney. Gives possession back to the Rams. 2 early steals there for Skylar McKinney. That's a stat to note. Doss working right side now is McKinney on the right wing. Defended by McClure. Jab steps left, works his way now right elbow. Shot off the back iron. Spalding tried saving it, and he will run out of bounds and then run all the way up to the top row of the bleachers there with the momentum. 17:37 left here in the first half of play. Milligan leading this defensive battle thus far 2-0. Jeff, 2.5 minutes gone by thus far. What have you seen from both squads?
Both teams really getting after it on the defensive end, trying to make the other team make tough shots like we see right there. Both teams getting up and down. Should be a good one today.
Trevor Hensley, the junior guard from Irwin, Tennessee, puts the Milligan Buffaloes up by 4. 17:10 left here on the game clock in the first half. Corey Benton, the AAC's leading scorer. Kicks it right side. McKinney from 3. He's a specialist from out there. That one, though, leaves it off the front rim. Hensley right wing defended by Benton. He's going to drive left hand in the lane, puts a shot up from the mid post, leaves that short, but he's there for his own offensive rebound. There's going to be a shot clock adjustment here after whistles blow. 16:41 left here. One thing to note, as Spalding and Dahl step aside, we see Jalen Brinson as well as DeAnthony Heathcock step on to the gridiron, or step on to the hardwood, rather, for Rams. I wish it was football season, but we are in full swing. It is cold and rainy outside, and most of the time, that means we're playing an indoor sport. 16:38 left here on the game clock. Putback is good from Josh Thomas, the junior from Virginia. And the Buffaloes still lead 6-0. Heathcock from the left baseline leaves that one short. The Rams struggling here offensively early, Jeff.
Yeah, they're having a tough time putting the ball in the basket, but they are getting each other open looks, so you assume that's going to change as the game goes on.
Faulkner, a beautiful drive there inside, sidestepping each way. 8-0 our score. Milligan leading. You look back the last time these two teams faced off back on January the 9th, CIU got the win by 16, 80-64, but here early on, Milligan in control. Corey Benton puts the Rams on the board here for the first time in this one. They trail by 6. Miscommunication there. Faulkner saves it. Now inside to Matt Cole, and he'll get one more at the line. DeAnthony Heathcock whistled for the personal foul there, and that's going to be the first team foul in this game. And Matt Cole's going to have an opportunity for a three-point play at the line. New faces in new places here for Milligan. As Thomas will step aside. Jackson Gabriel, the Lees McRae transfer, will check into the ball game. 10-2 our score. 15:40 left here in the first half. The three-point opportunity free throw will rattle out. Brinson, McKinney, now Benton. He swings it left to right. Now Brinson going back the opposite direction. He's trapped on the right wing, kicks it over to Oates. McKinney in the right corner, almost double teamed there, but they're going to back off because they saw Benton driving in the post for the cut man. Benton at the top of the key, picks up his dribble at the elbow. Now Brinson, 4 on the shot clock. Benson needs to shoot it. It's going to be Oates from 3. He didn't see the shot clock in time, and it's going to expire. And Jeff, if you're a coach, you'll take missed shots and you'll take slumps, but you can't take plays where you run out of time on the clock.
Yeah, shot clock violations are always tough. You definitely don't want to see that if you're on the Rams side. But it's great defense by Milligan. You know, they're switching everything. They're trapping in the corners. They're in a pesty zone, and they're making CIU work for everything here.
Under 15 minutes to play here in the first half. Thomas now top of the key, a new face there, and Jeffrey Selden. Left wing 3 from Faulkner. Got it from the left wing. Now 13-2 our score. The Rams trail by 11 with just over 14 minutes to play before halftime. Oates now in the right corner, defended by Thomas. Works his way back outside, finds Benton at the top of the key. They go inside in the paint to McKinney. Takes a one dribble hop step, drops it in. Skylar McKinney, and a timeout taken by Tony Stockman and the Rams.
And you see Coach Stockman there wants a timeout, wants to talk about things. It's clear the Rams are a little bit confused trying to beat this this zone. The easiest way to beat the zone would be to send one to the high post and have a big in the short corner or on the low block for the high-low action. Look for the Rams to start utilizing that here more as the game goes on.
14:26 left here in our first half of play. 13-4 our score. And Jeff, this is a big-time game for the Rams. You look at just 2 games remaining after today on their regular season schedule. Currently, they are in there. They want one of those top 4 coveted seeds in the AAC before the conference tournament starts up next week. Right now, they sit in 3rd place. They don't want that to slip away over the last 2 games of the season.
Correct. They want to finish strong. They want to have a home court throughout the playoffs, which would definitely be a huge help. The Rams, if they could win these next 2 games, will hopefully try to find a way back into the top 2 seeding, which would be monumental, and I believe the highest finish in program history. So a lot riding on these last 2 games for the Rams.
13-4 our score. The Rams, if they want to battle back in this one, they have to overcome a 9-point deficit. They're in transition. Brinson to Thomas Wood, spin move in the paint. Shot blocked off the backboard, but DeAnthony Heathcock is there for the offensive board and putback. His first points of the contest. Rams come out of the timeout with a few new faces onto the floor. The 5 Rams currently on the hardwood. Benton, Woods, as Milligan will drive inside, and he's fouled. Tuning on Woods, Benton, Heathcock, as well as Causey and Brinson, your 5 Rams on the floor. 13:53 left before halftime here as Trevor Hensley steps to the free throw line, his first trip to the charity stripe today. First free throw up and good for the junior. Shooting just under 63% from the line this season. Had 9 points in the scorebook last time these two teams met back in January. That one off the mark, and Benton will bring it down. Left side, Brenton, they left the lane open for him to Heathcock. Now right corner, Benton looked at the deep 3. Instead, he'll drive in, look to kick it outside. No, he'll spin move, throw a shot up himself off the back iron. Corey Benton struggling here offensively early, Jeff. What can he do to kind of get back in a rhythm?
Just keep doing what he's doing right now, just attacking to the rim, trying to get easy open looks. He got a good shot on the other end, it just didn't fall. So as the game goes on, look for those to start to fall.
Shot up and good there on the blocking foul for Jalen Brinson. And I think if you look at that, if we had replay, you would see Josh Thomas really just trying to throw up a shot there to get to the line after he knew he drew the foul. Luckily for him, the shot went in, and he'll have an opportunity for a 3-point play. He'll send it off the front rim, though, and not be able to extend Milligan's lead, but the Buffaloes holding strong here. 16-6 our score, and they've been out in front since the very beginning. Started this game out on an 8-0 run. Benton now left corner, kicks it to Causey, the freshman. His right-handed runner is left short. Now far side. As Levante Knox kicks it to Selden, back to Knox. They exchange passes. Now to the high post. Knox in transition through the lane, up and in. 12:52 left on the game clock here in the first half. 18-6 our score, not the start, I'm sure Tony Stockman's squad was looking for. Brinson to Benton now, left corner to left wing rather. Up top to Heathcock. They tried going for the alley-oop. Heathcock received it a little short of the rim, so brings it down and just puts it up. Anthony Heathcock with 4 points here early on. He was a big-time player the last time these two teams met. Had a career-high 22 points back on January the 9th, shooting 9 of 11 from the field in just 24 minutes of action to total that career-high of 22. Elijah Spalding and Doss back onto the floor. As Benton as well as Heathcock will step aside. Just over 12 minutes left to play. Make sure you do stay tuned following this game as Brinson's whistled for the carry there following this men's game. And, you know, this isn't our usual schedule, but coming up later tonight, the CIU women will be in action right here on the CIU Sports Network as Coach Fleming and the Rams will host Brunel coming up right around 5 p.m. Offensive foul there on Jeffrey Selden. And I think if Elijah Spalding, the senior from Lynchburg, Virginia, if he isn't already considering an acting career, Jeff, I think he may look into it because he sold that move pretty good.
He definitely did. You got to do what you got to do to get the call sometimes. So hopefully that'll swing the Rams, give them some momentum and wake them up here. And
very well, he might not have sold it. I hope his chin feels a little bit better, I will say.
No, knowing Elijah personally, he definitely sold it.
There we go. Foul called on the floor for a slight push there from Levante Knox. It'll be Rams basketball here on the near sidelines. 11:42 left on our game clock. 18-8 our score. Inbounds will go to Woods. Kicks it far side. Brinson now top of the key is Doss. Left corner, Spalding's going to drive baseline, keep it himself up. Oh, and he couldn't get the lucky rolls. It'll slightly rim out. Rams trail by 10. Faulkner defended by Brinson. Defensive intensity starting to pick up here from the Rams. Faulkner dishes off to Thomas. Runner in the lane. He gets it up and over 6'8" Spalding. And the Buffaloes lead by 12. Brinson, far jumper, got the lucky bounce off the backboard. Jalen Brinson with his first points of the game. Now in transition on the opposite end is Selden as he went up for the shot. Brinson will be whistled for the foul. He'll head to the line, shoot 2. 10-point ball game here, just under 11 minutes to play before we head to the locker rooms. Coming up at halftime, we will sit down with head coach Tony Stockman of the Rams to recap the first half action and look ahead to his message to the team over the final 20 minutes. First free throw up and good by Jeffrey Selden, shooting 75% from the charity stripe this season. A few new faces and new places for Milligan. Tyler Falkenberry and Matt Cole, 2 starters, step back into the lineup here for the Buffaloes as Faulkner and Graham will step aside. Doss, Causey, McKinney. McKinney from 3 off the back iron. Brandon Doss is there for the offensive board. He'll bring it back out. Reset this offense. 15 on the shot clock. Skylar McKinney left wing. Goes cross court to Doss. Quick trigger 3. Got it. Brandon Doss from the right corner. Puts it in to cut the lead down to 9. That's the closest the Rams have been in a while. Levante Knox right now with possession at the top of the key for Milligan. Kicks it right side. Now they go inside to Selden, defended by McKinney. Backs his way into the lane. He's going to be trapped there. McKinney pokes it away, but Selden's able to recover. 7 on the shot clock. Cole drives inside, left hand. Spalding up and in from Matt Cole. Faked Spalding out on the pump fake, made him jump for it, took the bait, and Cole has an open lane. The lead back to 11 now. 9:50 left to play in the first half. 24-13 our score. McKinney, somewhat of a lazy pass there to Bryce Causey. Could have put a little bit more power on it. Now on the other end, Knox capitalizes on the turnover. Levante Knox notching his first points of the game.
You know, Cade, you said earlier that Milligan was playing without their leading scorer today, who averages well over 20 points per game. Milligan has come out today, you obviously looking like they're a team that's fully healthy, has everybody here. They already put up 26 points in the first half on a very good CIU Rams team that's solid on the defensive end. So Milligan's definitely doing some good things today.
Darian Oates whistled for the travel underneath the basket. A great crowd settling here into the Moore Fitness Center on this rainy Saturday afternoon. If you're not at home watching television or reading a book or maybe even putting together a puzzle, one of my favorite rainy day activities, maybe you come to a basketball game. 9:03 to play here in the first half, 26-13 our score. Cole stands at the top of the key with now 9 on the shot clock. He works his way right wing. Now is Jackson Gabriel from the right wing. 3 off the mark. Loose rebound brought down by the undersized Doss. At just 5'9", he pulls down that defensive rebound, rather. And Tyler Falkenberry is going to be whistled for the foul there for Milligan on the rebound. Causey steps aside for Corey Benton, stepping back onto the floor here for the Rams as Gabriel will step off for Milligan in exchange for Trevor Hensley. 26-13 our score. 8:43 left to play. Corey Benton now right wing, works his way back up top. Oates now has it on the left side. Benton in the left corner, defended by Selden. Top of the key, Oates. Right side is Doss, 10 on the shot clock. McKinney now drives right hand. Up and in. And that's going to be a tough call there, and one that won't go the Rams' way. And what a tough call there, Jeff, as McKinney was fouled on the drive, throws up a shot, gets it to fall. That, in my opinion, again, I'm not an official. I'm not trying to discredit the officials, but you could argue, I should say, that could be a three-point play.
Definitely. It looks like he got the shot up on the bump, but the ref said we got the ball foul on the floor, so got to listen to what the official says.
A little miscommunication here on the side of the referees. The foul was whistled on Jeffrey Selden. At least that was what was communicated to the scorer's table. But Milligan's arguing that was not the accused party, and instead, Levante Knox will be whistled for the personal foul. In any case, that'll be Knox's second personal foul, the sophomore from Hickory, North Carolina. And we're going to have some more conversation here at the scorer's table to figure this thing out. Shouldn't be that hard. There's only 4 people to choose from. You've already ruled out number 14. So we only have 4 other culprits, right? The police lineup isn't too long. 26-13, our score nonetheless. 13-point lead here for Milligan. And they will come away with a scorer's table. Still the accused party being Levante Knox. Spalding, left side now, right side. McKinney, right corner, drives inside. Layup up and in. Skylar McKinney, a power play there. Lets the finger roll go. The Rams cut the lead to 11. More energy picking up for the Rams. They're hoping to swing the momentum back their way across the final 8 minutes here of the half. McKinney on the other end gets some contact there, but the way he should. On the ball, not the player. Whistled for a jump ball. The possession arrow still pointing the way of Milligan. Oates will poke away the inbounds pass. DeAnthony Heathcock stepping back on here for Spalding. Heathcock, just a freshman from Cartersville, Georgia. He's had a great season thus far and seeing some solid game action here today. Faulkner double teamed up top. 5 on the shot clock now. Hensley from 3 as the shot clock expired off the back iron. And Alex Chambers, a freshman guard, was there for Milligan on the rebound, but his body was going the opposite way as it touched off his fingertips. Couldn't quite turn around to control the ball. And it'll be Rams basketball. Stepping aside here is Jeffrey Selden for Milligan. Matt Cole back onto the hardwood. Right side, Benton 3. Rims out. Corey Benton struggling here offensively for the Rams. The AAC's leading scorer, averaging 25 points a game. He just has a lone bucket here in this one, and that has played a part as the Rams trail by 13. Senior working on freshman here as McKinney works now left side to Brinson. Ball poked away from Brinson, but his speed's able to recover. The Rams have the advantage as Oates drives inside. McKinney from 3 from deep. He got it. Skylar McKinney with an NBA range 3. He leads the conference in three-point shooting percentage. And he just showed you why right there. Hensley now right side in the paint to Cole. Defended by Heathcock. Leaves it short. And it's Rams basketball. They trail by 10. 6:37 left to play here in the first half. Up top, Heathcock nearly slammed it home, but Cole poked it away. Faulkner might have got away with a carry there. Dumps off to Cole. Pump fakes on the left wing. Now top of the key is Josh Thomas. He drives inside, throws up an elbow, gets Benton in the face, and Thomas is whistled for the offensive foul.
Yeah, a couple players from Milligan actually have been throwing elbows so far all afternoon. I was wondering when the refs are going to call, and they finally get one.
Number one rule about Fight Club, Jeff. We don't talk about Fight Club. 6:21 left to play here in the first half. 28-18 our score. Rams trailing by 10. Heathcock, Oates, Benton, McKinney, and Brinson bringing it up the floor. Your 5 Rams on the hardwood, trying to battle back and cut down this Milligan lead before we head to halftime. We're 6 minutes away from the break. McKinney, step back Jay. Couldn't get the lucky bounce as Cole's there for the board. Faulkner, right corner. It's Chambers. He tried going behind the back, getting fancy, nearly lost it. And on the other end, a transition pass to Heathcock. And he tried saving it, but it'll sail slightly out of bounds. Skylar McKinney stepping off here for Thomas Woods. For Milligan, Alex Chambers also will step off here. For Falconberry, another substitution coming in here. Bryce Causey for Corey Benton of CIU. 5:45 left to play here in the first half. Finn McClure crosses the timeline, defended by Brinson. Top of the key is Cole. Now right side. Falconberry. Long jumper. Off the mark. Brought down by the talented freshman, Causey. The Rams now in transition. Causey spins into the lane, kicks it back up top, and the Rams will reset the offense here. Causey at the center court logo, dumps it off left side to Oates. Defended by Falkenberry. Oates drives lane inside. Heathcock gets it to go. Stolen away on the inbounds by Jalen Brinson. Speed and intensity. He's got a few folks here in the stands now on their feet. Causey looked at the three. Instead, he'll drive in, kick it back out to Woods. Quick trigger three from the left corner, off the mark. Brought down by McClure. Defensive pressure picking up here. A deep three from Tyler Falkenberry. Holy cow, that was NBA range right there, folks. 4:40 left to play in the first half. And Falkenberry sits down the fans that had gotten out of their seats. The lead back to 11 for Milligan. 31-20 our score. Brinson, can he respond from the left corner? He does.
It's in there.
He does. Gets the lucky bounce. And showing the fans back on their feet. And leads back down to 8. Josh Thomas now, right corner defended by Woods. Drives in the paint. Pass inside deflected by Woods. Milligan's able to come out with it. A rim rocker there from Matt Cole as he drove it home. Brinson tried dumping it quick on a no-look pass, Patrick Mahomes style, to DeAnthony Heathcock. A little miscommunication there. Brinson knew where it was going. Heathcock, well, wasn't so sure of the memo, as Brinson and Oates will step aside here for Benton and Doss across the final 4 minutes. Milligan leading 33-23. Timeout taken by the Buffaloes. Once we come back, we will see Elijah Spalding checking into the game for CIU. 3:58 left to play here in the first half. 33-23. Our score, Milligan leading Columbia International. We'll be back for more in moments on the CIU Sports Network. Back here on the CIU Sports Network, Kay Crenshaw, Jeff McElwain here with you on a rainy and chilly Saturday afternoon. Lucky for us, we're inside for NAIA basketball. Currently coming out of the timeout, just under 4 minutes left to play here in the first half. Milligan leading Columbia International by 10, 33-23 our score. Causey coming out of the timeout will take command of the offense. He dumps it off to the senior leader, Benton. Dumps it right back to Causey. Now inside to Woods. Jumper from the free throw line, 15 feet out is good. From Thomas Woods, his first points in the game, and the Rams cut the lead down to 8. Falkenberry nearly lost as he tried behind the back pass, nearly lost it off his back ankle. Instead, he's able to recover, kick it cross court now to McClure. Behind the head pass there. Boy, Milligan's trying to get fancy here. Left wing, there's nothing fancy about that as Josh Thomas sinks it from the left wing from deep. The lead back to 11. 36-25 our score. And it seems every time CIU can get some momentum going their way, Milligan able to retake it and regain control of this one. They started out this game on an 8-0 run, and they've never looked back from a lead that ranged anywhere in that 8 to 12-point range. Causey from 3, front rim no good. Brought down by Thomas, and McClure will bring it up. Stockman trying to get some fire on the defensive end of the floor for the Rams here. McClure spins into the lane. Nearly had his shot blocked there, but a little string music, nothing but net from McClure. 38-25 our score, now a 13-point lead for Milligan. And a big key to this half has been Milligan's ability to stop the offensive firepower of the conference's leading scorer and CIU's Corey Benton. He'll throw up a three from the right side, once again off the mark. He get a second chance there, and he'll take it. He got it from the right corner. But as I was saying, that's Corey Benton after that shot, just his 5th point. But speaking of the devil, he's now headed the opposite way. Spalding up top, and boy, I thought he was going to slam that one home, Jeff, but he just lays it up and in. An 8-point game here with 1:46 to play. Thomas, shot blocked off the back iron by Woods, and Causey's there for the board. 1:36 to play. Transition foul there on Josh Thomas, the junior from Virginia for Milligan. Skylar McKinney stepping back on here for Woods. Jeff, 1:35 left here on the game clock in the first half. An 8-point lead for Milligan. Let's flip the script here for CIU. What do you want to do across the final minute and a half or so to cut into that 8-point lead?
You want to keep putting pressure on their defense, make them help each other, make the helper have to help so you could swing and get wide open shots. That's really the key. CIU's taking a lot of contested jumpers here, and that's why they're struggling right now. And they're not getting to the rim. If they start mixing it up, look for them to actually cut into this lead and maybe even get the lead back.
Benton stands in the right corner trying to work his way inside. He does, throws up a shot from the high post. He'll leave it short, but will indeed draw the foul. So we get an opportunity at the free throw line, the first time today for Corey Benton. 80.6% shooter from the free throw line this season, as he'll sink the first here. The lead down to 7. Adam Graham seeing his first action, the sophomore guard from Bloomington, Indiana, for Milligan, checks into the game. Benton's second free throw up and good. 2 for 2 on that trip from Corey Benton. He now has 7 for the Rams. 1:14 on the game clock. 38-32 our score in a 6-point game. That's the smallest Milligan's lead has been since it was 8-2 back early on. 1:06 to play. A shot blocked out of bounds there from Spalding. We'll have 15 on the shot clock for Milligan. 38-32 our score. Inbounds goes to Graham. Stolen away by Spalding. Now headed the opposite way. 60 seconds to play. Spalding nearly threw it home. And we almost had to break out the pictures and the poster frame. Oh my. The duck won't go, but he will draw the foul. Holy Toledo. If that shot had gone, I'm not quite sure who the defender was, but we better call his parents because his day is just over. 38, now 33 our score, as Spalding will sink the first of his 2 free throw opportunities. Spalding, a 43% shooter from the charity stripe this season. 2 for 2, make it 100% on that trip. 56 seconds left to play, 27 on the shot clock. Here in the first half, 38-34 our score. The defensive intensity from CIU's picked up, but a hand check foul there on Bryce Causey. He'll kind of cut a piece out of the momentum cake, if you will. The Rams trailing by 4. Once again, that's the lowest the Milligan lead has been since it was 4-0 to start the game. 19 on the shot clock, 44 on the game clock. Far side is Hensley. Works his way to the top of the key. Defended by Causey. Once again, Bryce Causey whistled for the hand check foul there. That's 2 quick fouls on Causey. And that is not the way you want to go across the final 40 seconds of the half. Oates will check in for Causey here as Graham will have the inbounds on the near baseline. Inbounds goes to Cole. He dumps it now left side to Jeffrey Selden. Hensley, top of the key to Graham. 14 on the shot clock. Left side, Hensley defended by Benton. Tried getting a screen there. Instead, he'll draw the double team. He has an open teammate somewhere. He's just got to find him. And it's McClure driving the baseline, but his shot will rim out. And as Skylar McKinney went up for the rebound, he got a slight push from behind there from McClure. or rather Elijah Spalding, he was fouled. I said McKinney, it was Spalding. And now it'll go the opposite way. And I believe we're going to have a 1-and-1 opportunity here for Elijah Spalding. Cut this lead down to potentially the 2 points. The Rams trail by 4 here, 38-34 our score. Jackson Gabriel checking in here for Milligan. 1-and-1 opportunity here from Elijah Spalding. First free throw. Up and good. Give him a second one. 19 4/10 of a second left here in the first half. Shot clock will be turned off regardless. 38-35 our score. Spalding with a chance to cut the lead to 2. Leaves it short off the front rim. Gabriel with the board for Milligan. Oates nearly trapped the defender out of bounds. Instead, it'll go far side to McClure. 9 seconds on the game clock. 3-point game before halftime. McClure drives inside. The dribble I thought was poked away. He's able to recover, but Corey Benton will be whistled for the foul, and that'll send McClure to the line for free throws. 1-and-1 opportunity here for Finn McClure, a 76% shooter on the season. Shot no good, brought down by Benton. 2-1. Gabriel with a buzzer beater. It's going to be off the mark from half court. That'll take us into halftime. 38-35 our score. Milligan leading, but the Rams have the momentum, and they've battled back in this one. Stay tuned in moments. I'll sit down with Rams head coach Tony Stockman to recap the first half and look ahead to second half action. We'll be back for more in moments on the CIU Sports Network. Coach Tony Stockman of the Rams. Coach, got there behind early. You guys battle back throughout the half. You go into the locker rooms down by 3. How do you keep that momentum going and retake the lead for the first time in this one there in the second half?
Yeah, just our focus on defense. Offense, the matchup zone bothers us a little bit. Just got to move the ball, have a little bit better spacing. But yeah, I think our ball pressure and playing, we came in wanting to pressure the ball because we know they're good at passing and running their actions. And we just weren't focused in at the beginning. I'm yelling at them to pressure, and then when we finally did is when we started to get some stops and get some momentum, playing in transition and things like that, got us some easy baskets.
You guys seem to have a lot more success there on the inside than rather from downtown. Is that a focus going into the second half, or you take what you can get?
Yeah, I mean, we've shot really good at home from 3. So surprised that we've struggled. I think we're at 30% right now. So, yeah, I mean, I want the guys to shoot with confidence and play with confidence. Like I said, it's the defensive end. They got 38. That's too much. We want to hold teams around 75 or so like that. So if we can do that, we can hold around that for the second half. Usually score more in the second half, but then that would be good. But, yeah, we got to play with confidence and shoot the ball. I'm fine with us shooting 13 threes. Just got to defend. Got to defend.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
Back here for second half action in Columbia. NAIA basketball AAC showdown coming out of halftime. Milligan leading Columbia International 38-35. Hello everyone, Kate Crenshaw, Jeff McElwain here with you in the Midlands for what should be an exciting second half, Jeff. You look at that first half, Milligan starts out on an 8-0 run to begin the game. They never really looked back, held on to that lead, and obviously it fluctuated from anywhere from 8 to about 12 points, back and forth. But then across the final 4 minutes or so of the half, the Rams really took control of the momentum, cut into that lead, and they trail only by 3 coming out of the break.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like it took the Rams a while to get started and get everybody heated up. But they're starting to swing the ball around, find open people. You see Eli there with an offensive rebound, almost a putback. I think it just took a while for the Rams to find out how to beat this Milligan zone. And once they do that, and I feel like they have now, they're going to start scoring in bunches and really run away with this thing.
Spalding fouled there. He'll step to the line, a 43% shooter on the season. He's 4 for 4 from today.
4 for 5.
Make that 5 for 5 now. And you were correct. I do apologize. 5 for 6.
Oh, yeah.
19:43 left to play here in the ball game. 38, now 37, a 1-point game. And that, folks, is the closest this game has been since Milligan led 2-0.
And you know, Cade, you talked to Coach Stockman at half. He said he really wanted to do a better job of continuing keeping the pressure on Milligan. As you see here, the Rams came out in the second half with a revamped defense. A lot more pressure, making Milligan take tough shots like that. And if they continue to do that, I feel like they're going to be the team that runs away with this thing here in the second half.
Falconberry off the mark. Now Benton, who had a unconventional first half, only 7 points, dumps it off to Doss. Right corner couldn't get it to fall. McKinney's there for the offensive rebound.
And Spalding's been huge on the glass so far today. Just being big, being a presence, and a huge N1 there by Skylar McKinney.
Up and in for number 24, Skylar McKinney. And with that bucket, not only does he get a three-point opportunity, but, folks, the score are now 39-38, Rams leading. That's the first time I've said that sentence here today. Rams with their first lead of the game, and it comes at the 19-minute mark. 40-38, our score. Falconberry dumps off to Finn McClure, stands at the center logo, defended by Doss. You can tell the defensive pressure has picked up for CIU. They've got the lead. They sure don't want to lose it. But Doss has whistled for the reach foul there on McClure. 18:44 left to play here in the first half, or rather in the ball game, 40-38 our score. Milligan trailing for the first time today. Falconberry will take it out on the far side. Now inbounds, top of the key is Thomas, defended closely by McKinney. They go inside to Cole. He looked at the shot from the elbow. Drives on Spalding, puts it up and in, will draw the foul. Elijah Spalding whistled for the personal there.
Tough move by Cole there. The jab and the shot fake gets Spalding in the air, goes by him and switches to the left hand for the reverse on the other side. That's tough.
Spalding's first personal here in the game. Cole, three-point opportunity, will connect. Matt Cole, a sophomore forward from Orlando, retaking the lead for Milligan, 41-40 now. Oates keeps himself up and in with the right hand. Darian Oates, and as quickly as they lost the lead, they take it right back, 42-41. And if the first 2 minutes of this second half is any indication of the final 18, we're going to have a fun back-and-forth contest. Off the mark, McKinney, forward pass, left it a little short to Doss. McKinney's there to save it, but throws it into the wrong hands. Hensley trapped in the paint. Benton poked it away. Loose ball, it's Rams basketball. 17-54, a solid crowd here in the Moore Fitness Center. And things are starting to get exciting here in the second half. 17:54 on our game clock, 42-41 our score. Columbia International leading Milligan University. Doss will cross the center court logo, dumps it left side. Oates, Spalding now in the left corner. They're going to move it back up top. McKinney, top of the key, looked at the deep three. Instead, it'll be Oates on the left wing. Quick trigger, pull up. No good from downtown. McClure, now the long pass intercepted nearly by Oates. I think he would get credit for a pass breakup if it's a cornerback, but instead he'll get the steal. 17:25 left to play. Benton now on the other end, pulls up. That's going to be a long two if it went, but off the mark. Falconberry brings it down. I don't know if our viewers at home saw that, Jeff, but Falconberry just palmed that ball on the rebound, brought it down with one hand in massive control. Hensley, 2 shots won't go, and Spalding there. A tough foul on Elijah Spalding.
Great defense there by Skylar McKinney, making Hensley shoot 2 very tough shots over him. The sophomore working hard on the offensive and defensive end here in today's afternoon.
17:04 on the game clock, 20 on our shot clock for this possession. Falconberry, a deep three. He got it.
He's a shooter.
Falconberry from downtown, the west side of downtown, I should say, is how deep that was. Retakes the lead, 44-42 for Milligan.
To the Rams, you're going to have to start running him off the line. That's about the second deep
McKinney from 3, off the mark.
That's the second deep three he's hit. If you're the Rams, you got to run him off the line, make him do something different.
Cole brings it across center court there for Milligan. Now dumps it right side. Hensley, he'll work right to left. Looked up for the pull-up jumper. He's going to be met there with a defensive front. McClure goes inside to Thomas, but Doss whistled for the reach-around foul. It's going to be a foul on the floor as Jalen Brinson, DeAnthony Heathcock checking in at the scorer's table for Spalding and Doss and the Rams. 16:20 left to play here in the ball game. 44-42 our score. Make sure you stay tuned. We're here with you over the final 16 minutes and change of game time, but also following this game, we'll bring you women's basketball action as the Columbia Rams and Coach Fleming play host to Brunel University. McKinney pulls down the board there. The Rams work their way on the other end now, trailing by 2. Benton drives inside, up, no good. Heathcock there for the putback. Tie ball game, courtesy of DeAnthony Heathcock. Now on the opposite end is Matt Cole. Pump fake, drives inside on Heathcock, and Cole responds. Folks, lock in your seat belts. Make sure your seats are in the upright position because this one's going to be a fun ride across the final 15 minutes. McKinney, runner in the lane, won't go as he stood up there, and he will draw the foul. 46-44 our score here in this one. Thomas Woods set to step on along with Bryce Causey for the Rams, following the free throw here from McKinney. McKinney sinks the first. 46-45 now. A lot of new faces in new places. For Milligan stepping off, Hensley as well as Matt Cole onto the floor is Selden and Gabriel. And as I mentioned there, for the Rams, McKinney will step aside as Woods steps on. Your 5 Rams on the floor here for this, trying to get a defensive stop. Brinson, Benton, Heathcock, Woods, and Causey. Thomas for Milligan kicks it back out left side. And boy, Falconberry threw up a 3-point shot. Thought he got fouled, and from the 3-point line, that one landed in the paint. All tied up at 46 here as McClure was fouled. He'll head to the line for 2 shots. 15-26 our score. Finn McClure, a 76% shooter on the season. Native of Wellington, New Zealand. Making his way here today in Columbia. Averaging just about 7 points a game. With that second free throw after he sinks it, he now has 9 in today's contest. 48-46 our score. Milligan leading by 2. Brinson brings it across center court. Goes right side to Woods, defended by Falconberry. They go cross court to Brinson. That was a dangerous pass, but the Rams are able to recover. It's Heathcock in the post. Dumps it back out left corner. Brinson. 3 from Causey in the left corner. He got it. Bryce Causey, the talented freshman, puts the Rams back up by 1 with 15 minutes to play. Thomas working on Benton. Tried spinning in the paint. Corey won't let him. Top of the key. Slendon, defended by Heathcock, drives inside the paint. Shot off the mark. Woods, Thomas for the offensive board. And as he came down with it, Heathcock will be whistled for the foul. 14:46 left to play in this exciting AAC showdown. Rams leading by 1. Inbounds will go to Heathcock. Pulls up from 3. Rather, that was Falkenberry, excuse me. Shot off the mark. Woods there for the offensive board. And Heathcock's there for the rebound. Lazy pass there from Heathcock. It's going to be a turnover. Falkenberry dumps off to Thomas. Now left corner 3 from Gabriel. Rims out. And the Rams are going to be whistled for a foul there on the rebound. DeAnthony Heathcock is going to be the culprit. It's going to be his second personal foul for DeAnthony. Levante Knox checking in here for Milligan. Falkenberry will step aside. Jeffrey Selden, the 6'4 freshman guard from Austin, Texas, a 75% shooter from the charity stripe. He steps in here and he'll sink the first, and you can tell just by his teammates' positions, they're pretty confident in Jeffrey's free throw shooting ability. All 4 Milligan teammates back on the defensive end. Second free throw, just the same.
It's either that or the Milligan team is starting to look a bit winded here.
It all comes down to conditioning.
It's tough keeping up with the CIU pace, man. Up and down, up and down. Not everybody can do it.
Causey regains the lead for the Rams from a runner in the paint. Woods goes cross-court to McClure. He has an open lane, keeps it, kicks it right side to Gabriel. I might have put it up there. Thomas from 3, off the back iron. Causey's there for the rebound. In transition now, Jalen Brinson. Top of the key, Benton from 3, off the back iron. Loose rebound brought down by Milligan. It's going to be Josh Thomas there. Knox will bring it up the floor for the Buffaloes. And it's hard to stop a charging Buffalo, but the Rams will try here. They lead by 1 in a tight game.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Benton deflected that one. He might have a bruise on his hand for how hard he hit that ball. Causey in the opposite direction.
Beautiful pass.
Fouled on the opposite, and he'll head to the line shooting 2. Benton, a behind-the-head pass to Causey in transition. The freshman there will get the scoring opportunity, but it was the veteran senior who made that play.
100%.
Bryce Causey will step to the line here, shooting 2. First free throw is up and good from Bryce. Shooting 43% on the season, the freshman from High Point, North Carolina. McClure steps aside here for Milligan as Trevor Hensley will step back onto the hardwood. 13:36 left to play. And after 2 made free throws there from Bryce Causey, Columbia International leads by 3. Knox will work his way up the floor, defended by Brinson. He'll cross center court here. Driving left hand in the paint, going to be stood up there by Spalding. Couldn't get it over the 6'8 center for the Rams. And now headed the opposite way is Benton. Corey nearly lost his handle on it. Spalding's there to recover. 20 on the shot clock here, 13:10 on the game clock. Benton drives in the paint, dishes off to Spalding, who on the baseline. Up and in, reverse lay-in there for Elijah Spalding. He's got 9 points now for Tony Stoutman's squad. 55-50 our score, the largest lead they've had. The Rams lead Milligan by 5. Knox double teamed there at the top of the key. They go inside to Thomas, leaves it short, and Benton's there for the rebound.
If you're the Rams here, you want to keep eating up clock, keep swinging the ball, having longer possessions, making the Milligan defense tired and weary, and then come on your own defensive end and force them into quick shots. That's been helping the Rams here this second half, and that's really giving them a good lead here.
Causey from the high post. Got it! Bryce Causey puts the Rams up by 7.
The freshman with the post fadeaway looking like a veteran on that play.
Knox is going to be fouled there by Woods. And Thomas, I believe, will step aside here. He will indeed, along with Jalen Brinson. Dawson, Skylar McKinney checking into the scorer's table for Columbia International. Matt Cole also back onto the floor for Milligan. Josh Thomas will step aside for the Buffaloes. 12:07 left to play here in the ball game. Columbia International leading 57-50. Levante Knox at the free throw line for Milligan, a 50% shooter from Hickory, North Carolina. Off the back iron, Spalding reaches sky high to pull it down. Bent working left side now is Doss. Top of the key, calls. He looked at the three, brings it back out. Doss, he'll take it himself from three-point range. Off the front rim. Hensley now in transition. Got to be whistled for the travel. One too many steps there, Hensley. And the momentum is definitely on the side of the Rams here. 57-50. It seems every time Milligan is trying to get something there in transition, they make a mental mistake or just simply take a bad shot. 11:40 left to play here in the first half. Or excuse me, in the ball game, rather. 57-50 our score. McKinney, long two from the left side. Got it. Skylar McKinney puts the Rams up by 9 with 11 minutes and change to play. Selden trapped on the left wing. Dumps it off. Now right corner. Matt Cole, he'll drive into the paint, be whistled on the drive. He'll get an opportunity at a few free throws, I believe. $11 minutes, 10 seconds of game time left in regulation. Coming up after this one, we do have women's basketball action. Columbia International and Brunel set to tip off following the conclusion of this men's matchup. First free throw up and good there from Matt Cole, a 77% shooter from Orlando.
If I'm the Rams here, Cade, whenever Cole touches the ball in the block or anywhere in that paint area, I'd most likely send 2 at him since he's been giving him so much trouble there all day long. You're rotating anyway and scattering with your trap defense, so you might as well go ahead and double him, try to mitigate his play, and see if you can stop Milligan from scoring.
Timeout taken by Milligan. We'll take it with him. 11 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the ball game. 59-52 our score. Columbia International leading this one in a tight game over Milligan. We'll be back in moments on the CIU Sports Network. Back on the CIU Sports Network, Cade Crenshaw, Jeff McElwain here with you on a Saturday afternoon. It's cold and rainy outside. It's hot and intense here on the Moore Fitness Center. 11:10 to play here in the ball game. 59-52 our score. Columbia International leading Milligan. Jeff, if you're CIU, what do you do to not only hold strong to this 7-point lead, but to build onto it?
Keep tiring out Milligan's legs. Swinging the ball around. You just got the defense moving. Just keep getting open shots and definitely keep attacking the rim. Whenever guys start to get tired, they're more susceptible to foul. So just look for them to start doing that.
McKinney step back three in the face of Selden. Skylar McKinney, there's a reason, folks. He leads the AAC in three-point shooting percentage. He connects there. Heathcock with a block on the other end. Now McKinney up the floor to Oates. In transition are the Rams. Bucket will fall. The Rams lead by 12 just like that with 10:20 left to play. Hensley drives in the paint. Lays it in with the left hand. Cuts the lead back to 10. Causey from 3 on the left wing. Did he get the lucky bounce? No, it rattled out. But Oates there for the offensive board. And it stays Rams basketball. Under 10 minutes to play now. Oates tried kicking it to Heathcock, and he tried saving it, and instead it'll be a turnover. Selden, spin move up and in for Milligan. Columbia International's lead down to 8. McKinney will slow this one down just a moment to bring it up the floor. McKinney dumps off to Ross, kicks it right corner to Oates. He's going to drive baseline. It's stop in the paint, kicks it back up out to the right wing to Doss. 64-56 our score. Doss gets a screen there from Heathcock, drives in the paint. He's going to be fouled on the drive there by Jackson Gabriel. And it'll stay on the floor as Brinson checks in here for Causey. McClure, the point guard for Milligan, back onto the floor for Gabriel. It'll be Rams basketball there on their own baseline. McKinney will take it out. Goes inside to Brinson, dumps it off left wing now to Oates. Back to Brinson, drives baseline. Runner with the right hand. Off the front rim. Brought down by Knox. He'll dump it off to Selden to bring it up the floor. Selden in the paint, drives on McKinney. Shot won't fall, but Skylar McKinney will be whistled for the foul. It's going to be McKinney's second personal foul here at the 9:04 mark in the second half. 64-56 our score. Jeffrey Selden at the line. Scored a team-high 11 points the last time these two teams met, and that's the first free throw he's missed today. 4 for 4 going into that shot. A 76% shooter on the season. Off the mark on that one. Selden's second free throw is good. 64-57 our score. My quick math, that's a 7-point lead for Columbia International. McKinney in the paint, looked at the step back Jay, kicks it back outside to Doss. Doss now the top of the key.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Step back jumper between the legs is good from Brandon Doss, and what a move there from the guard. Poked away by Brinson. Intensity picking up in this one going down the stretch. Expect an exciting and emotional finish. 8:28 left to play. Selden will step aside as Josh Thomas checks into the ball game for Milligan. 66-57 our score. Inbounds will go to Brinson and the Rams. Defended by McClure. McKinney at the top of the key works his way left side. Doss brings it back now to the right. Oates, left wing, defended by Cole, drives in, left hand, shot blocked.
A lot of contact there, but no call by the official. As Milligan pushes the ball the other way.
Thomas looks at the three, instead kicks it back right wing. Hensley, he'll drive in the paint, throw up a shot, deflected out of bounds. Last touch by Jalen Brinson and CIU. Corey Benton, conference leading scorer, back onto the floor for the Rams, along with Elijah Spalding. Benton, an uncharacteristic game for him. Just 7 points in this contest. Coming into this game, he scored double digits in every game this season for Columbia International. Cole from the high post. Shot won't go, and he'll be whistled for the foul there on the rebound. Tried reaching over Spalding.
And frustration from Milligan starting to set in, as you see.
I mean,
Matt Cole there upset.
That's going to be Cole's third personal here with just under 8 to play. Something to keep an eye on. Thomas Woods walking to the scorer's table here for the Rams. He'll check in along with Tyler Falkenberry for the Buffaloes. $7:49 left to play. Elijah Spalding at the free throw line, shooting a 1-and-1 opportunity. Free throw. String music there from Elijah Spalding.
He has been automatic all day from the stripe.
Make it 6 of 7 now for the big man. Puts the Rams up by 10 here Second free throw extends the lead to 11 now. 7:49 to play, 68-57 our score. Columbia International leading Milligan going down the stretch. Knox working his way up the floor. He's going to be met in the paint by a host of Rams defenders. Thomas Woods is going to be whistled there for the foul. It's going to be Woods' third personal as well for CIU, 10th team foul. So Knox will step to the line for 2 free throws here. Takes a 1 dribble routine there, up and in for Levante Knox, a 50% shooter on the season. Now with 5 points in this one. That one off the back iron, offensive board by Falkenberry, and it'll stay Milligan basketball. CIU leads by 10. Knox, right side now for Milligan. Nearly poked away by Brinson. He works his way top of the key. McClure, deep three, 6 feet behind the three-point line. It's going to be off the back iron. And boy, I'll tell you, Jeff, Milligan really likes that deep three-point shot. I hope they know they can take a few steps in front of themselves, and it'll still count for the same amount of points.
Yeah, but where's the fun in that?
Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. 68-58 our score, 7:14 left to play. Knox will take the inbounds. He'll work his way up the floor, defended by Darian Oates. Across the center court logo, dumps off to Falkenberry right side. Top of the key is Thomas. Woods is there on the defensive end. Falkenberry, quick trigger three. He's going to leave that one short. Brinson on the board, now in transition. Corey Benton on the other end. Shot up, left it short. But the Rams are there for the offensive board. Brinson now on the right wing. And Jalen will back it up a step or two. 10 on the shot clock. Benton, top of the key. He shoots his own deep three. Corey Benton from downtown extends the Rams' lead to 13, now the largest it's been on this Saturday afternoon. 71-58 our score. Timeout taken on the floor. We'll take it with them. 6:33 left to play here in the ball game. Rams starting to take control of this one down the stretch. They lead 71-58 over Milligan. We'll be back in moments on the CIU Sports Network. Back here on the CIU Sports Network, your home for Rams athletics. 71-58 our score coming out of the timeouts. Columbia International leading Milligan by 13 here with 6.5 to play. It'll be Milligan basketball on the far baseline. Inbounds will go to Knox, and the Rams applying somewhat of a full court man-to-man pressure here. Thomas now works his way back up top, and Knox at the center logo. Gets a screen from McClure, and he's going to be whistled for a foul there. That's going to be Thomas Woods. Levante Knox tripped up on the baseline. And by my count, that should be Thomas Woods' 4th personal foul. I don't see a substitute coming to the table at this moment. Not sure if Coach Stockman knows that. First free throw up and good. But Thomas Woods now with 4 personal fouls with 6 minutes, 17 seconds left to play. He's got to be careful not to foul out of this one. He's been a strong defensive presence here today for Columbia International. Benton there on the rebound, going to work his way up the floor on Falkenberry. Switch defenders now against Knox. 71-59 our score. Rams leading by 12. We do have women's basketball action coming up following the conclusion of this one. Dawson, the left wing, kicks it to Benton, works his way left baseline, turnaround, skyhook from the block is good. Spalding, beautiful play there. Could not turn his head around in time to see where the pass was coming in transition. Simply throws up those long arms on that 6'8" frame and deflects the pass. We're going to have a foul here on the near baseline, trying to save the inbounds pass. And that foul is going to be on Finn McClure, his 4th personal foul here. Talented point guard from New Zealand for Milligan. Now with 4 personals as Levante Knox will step aside. And Trevor Hensley back on to the hardwood. Woods' free throw no good on the second time around. 73-59 our score. Falconberry from 3. He's had a hot hand there today. That one's going to be off the mark. Spalding corrals it. Now with 7 rebounds is the big man for the Rams. 5:24 left to play. Doss works his way right to left, stands on the left side, defended by McClure, who's got 4 personals. 10 on the shot clock now. Woods to Benton. Rams trying to cut a clock here a little bit. Benton drives inside, keeps himself. 4 on the shot clock. Is going to be fouled by Matt Cole. And that's going to be Cole's 4th personal as well. Tell you, Jeff, the Milligan Buffaloes really getting into some foul trouble here heading down the stretch. With 5 minutes left to play, they have not 1 but 2 key players, 2 starters, I should note, with 4 personal fouls, as Benton's first free throw is off the mark, but also Levante Knox with 3 personal fouls. Not the position you want to be in here for Milligan's coaching staff, as Tyler Falconberry, senior guard from Mount Juliet, Tennessee, will step aside in for Jackson Gabriel. Benton, 1 of 2 on that trip with the charity stripe, puts the Rams up by 15. Hensley on the far side, stolen away by McKinney. Schuyler dumps it off to Spalding. Up and in for the big man from Virginia. Elijah Spalding puts the Rams up 76-59. Hensley on the other end. Spalding whistled for the defensive foul, Of note, that will be Elijah Spalding's 4th personal foul there. The Rams have to be careful here. Elijah Spalding now with 4 personal fouls. As Trevor Hensley will step to the line, a 63% shooter on the season. First free throw off the mark for the junior from Irwin, Tennessee. To bring you up to speed here for the Rams, on the floor currently, Brandon Doss, Bryce Causey, McKinney, Corey Benton, and Spalding. And they all have something to worry about concerning foul trouble except Corey Benton. Doss has 2, Causey has 3, McKinney has 2, Spalding now with 4. Corey Benton, no fouls in this one, and he has contributed 13 points. Now double-digit streak continues for Corey Benton. He has scored in double figures in every single game this season. He leads the AAC in points per game coming into this one, scoring just over 25 a game. Causey from the right wing, 3, got it! Bryce Causey from the right side puts the Rams up by 19. The lead continues to grow down the stretch. Falconberry responds in transition. He takes it coast to coast. Cuts it down to 17 here with just over 4 to play. Benton dribbles inside but brings it back up top with 4 minutes to play. Rams are going to cut clock here going down the stretch. This Milligan team can get hot when they want to. They started out this one red hot on an 8-0 run to start the game, and that's what put them in control in the first half. Causey from 3 again. Can he do it? Yes, he can. Bryce Causey back-to-back threes for the Rams. The fans are on their feet. Falconberry throws up a deep shot. Nothing but airmail there. 82-62 our score. A 20-point lead here for the Rams. Holy Toledo, how this one's turned around. Dawson Spalding will step aside here for CIU as Brinson and Heathcock check in as substitutions. Jalen Brinson works his way up the floor, dips off to McKinney. And as he tried giving way to Corey Benton, tried setting a somewhat of a handoff screen there. McKinney, well, he brings down the defender with him, and he's going to draw the foul there. So Skylar McKinney will head to the line, shooting to a team-high 17 points in today's game for the Rams. Also, Corey Benton with 13, Elijah Spalding as well with 13. Bryce Causey, how about the talented freshman? A new career high, 15 points for him in today's game. A bulk of those coming off the last 2 possessions there with back-to-back threes.
Yeah, he's been playing huge for the Rams lately. I feel like every game we're saying Bryce Causey has a career high. Hopefully he could definitely keep that trend going.
Look back for Bryce set a previous career high of 12 points the last time you heard Jeff and I against Bluefield College. Went 5 for 5 from the field that night. 2 brand new faces for Milligan on the floor as Gabriel drives inside, lays it in with the left hand. Of note there, Julian Wilson as well as Alex Inman checking into the contest for the Buffaloes. Trying to get some younger players, some experience here. Trying to cut into their bench. 83-64 our score. Rams leading by 19. Brinson kicks it to Heathcock now in the corner. Benton from the left side. Rims out. Selden's there to corral it. 2:44 left to play. Rams fully in control of this one. And it's going the other way. Jeffrey Selden extended that arm there. And it's all right to get a little push here and there, but once you extend that arm, it's not going to go your way, especially when you do it right in front of the referee on the far side. Gabriel steps off here for Alex Chambers, a freshman guard for Milligan, now getting some game time. Here in just a moment, John Rutherford, the senior from La Follette, Tennessee, will check in for the Buffaloes. 2:26 left here in this one. Shot off the mark there from Schuyler. And our score remains 83-64. Selden goes cross court to Graham. It's going to be stolen away there by Heathcott. And Brinson now across the timeline with just over 2 minutes to play. And as Schuyler went to drive inside, and I believe we would have seen an alley-oop there, Selden's whistled for the reach foul. .205 left to play here in the ball game. 83-64 our score. McKinney's first free throw up and good. Selden will step aside here, as I mentioned, for Rutherford and Milligan. And seeing some game action here, Kyron Bolden, the junior from Toledo. His first game action since January 14th. Checks into this one with just over 2 minutes to play. Alex Inman now standing at the top of the key, dumps off to Graham. 1:54 to play. Inside pass to Wilson off the mark, brought down by Heathcock, and the Rams are just going to slow this one down. 20-point lead here for Columbia International, but it wasn't that way from the beginning. The Rams indeed did trail at halftime, 38-35, and boy, have they battled back here in the second half. Sure, his teammates probably wanted Bolden to take that shot. He'll bring it back out and dump it off to Brinson. 4 on the shot clock. Ooh. Heathcock puts it in, but Brinson tried throwing that one off the backboard into his breadbasket. The Rams trying to have a little fun here across the final 60 seconds. Alex Inman crosses over the top of the key, stolen away by Heathcock. Now in transition is Brinson. And he'll keep it himself and lay it in with the right hand. 55 seconds now on the game clock as we wind this one down. The Rams will come away with the win. Foul on the other end, that's going to be Heathcock as Inman went in for the shot. Looking ahead for your Rams coming up on Monday, they're going to be on the road in Laurinburg, North Carolina, taking on St. Andrews before wrapping up their regular season back here in Columbia on Wednesday, February the 17th at 7 p.m. against Truett McConnell. Inman's second free throw, a little string music there, it is good. 88-66 our score, 22-point margin here, and that might be the win margin of victory here as we close this one out here with 40 seconds left to play. Bolden from 3. Off the mark for Kyron. Looking to get some points here as we close this one out. On the other end, Inman up and under. Layup is good with 24 seconds left. And that'll turn off the shot clock here and close this one out. The Rams are going to get this win, 88-68. And they'll move to 12-6 overall in the season, 11-6 in AAC play, as they'll stay within those top 4 seeds in the conference that get a first-round bye in next week's conference tournament. Final score from Columbia International 88, Milligan 68. Stay tuned for our Rams post-game report, as we will sit down with Rams head coach Tony Stockman here in a couple of minutes to recap this come-from-behind win for CIU. Final score once again, Rams 88, Milligan 68. Stay tuned, folks, as well, not only for the post-game show, but we'll also be back for women's basketball action here in just about 30 minutes. It's Columbia International set to host Grinnell University and the Golden Tigers. So we'll be back in approximately 20 minutes for tip-off of the women's game. We'll be back in just minutes for our post-game interview with Tony Stockman, head coach of the CIU men's basketball team. Final score once again, CIU 88, Milligan 68. We'll be back in moments with head coach Tony Stockman on the CIU Sports Network. Back here on the CIU postgame show, head coach Tony Stockman. Coach, first off, congrats on the win. You guys really battled back there in the second half. You get the 20-point win. What do you take away?
Yeah, just our focus in the second half on defense. We knew we had to pressure them because they run their stuff really well. So if you let them run their stuff, then it's really hard to guard, and we saw it in the first half. Our game plan from the beginning was to pressure them. We kind of woke up in the second half and or at the end of that first half, but pressuring really helped us. I mean, I think they scored 60-something, so we did a great job on defense, and then that opened up in the transition to get some easy baskets.
2 games left in the regular season. What's your main goal for this team, area of improvement, before you start the conference tournament coming up next week?
Yeah, really just focusing in. You know, what our game plan is, focusing on their jobs as a player that goes in along with the team stuff that we're doing, and everybody being on the same page. So just trying to get better as we go, trying to play our best basketball at the right time.
I got here about to talk to Bryce Causey, a freshman, career high 15 points here today. What can you say about his improved play over the latter half of the season?
Just playing with confidence. We know he's a good player. Playing with confidence, getting more comfortable with our team and his role. But he just, he plays with a lot of heart, plays hard, and good things happen when you do that.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.
We'll get Bryce Causey over here. Bryce, first off, congrats on the win. Career high once again, 15 points. What's clicking for you as we head down the stretch?
Coach told me to shoot with confidence, and coming in, my teammates are looking for me, and once I hit one, then they keep looking for me, and that kind of gets me on a roll.
You guys really battled back there in the second half. Down by 3 at the break, you get the 20-point win. What was the turnaround?
We really just had to ramp up the pressure and stay with it. Just had to focus in.
Bryce, congrats and best of luck.
Thank you.
We'll be back in moments here on the CIU Sports Network for women's basketball action. CIU taking on Grinnell. Stay tuned. We'll be back in moments.